As president of ZMF, we've experienced some spate of violence by machete wielding people pretending to be artisanal miners. What are your concerns as the federation?
As Zimbabwe Miners Federation, we take exception on the increase in mortality of our members who are actually being victimized by these machete-wielding criminals. We recently had a conference in November 2019 where we made a special plea to the head of state, who was a guest of honor, Honorable the President, Comrade Idi Mnangagwa, where we actually pleaded with His Excellency to say we are asking for government intervention in terms of protection of our membership from these unruly criminals. And mind you, Article 53 of the Zimbabwean Constitution clearly states that it talks about the freedom of citizens from torture, and our citizens should not be subjected to physical or psychological torture or to cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment, whether by fellow citizens or by foreigners. And as such, as Zimbabwean citizens, we are pleading with government to ensure that law enforcement agents are deployed on hot spots. For instance, we have areas like Cricket Mine, we have areas like Jumbo Mine, we also have areas like Shirugi, where recently one of our workers had his eye almost cut off by a machete-wielding criminal in the area. So we are saying to government, we are equally affected. We are, as ZMF, actually very amenable to ensuring that our miners can actually go to the nearest police station to raise alarms over the existence and presence of such criminals. And as ZMF, we are saying there should be zero tolerance to criminal activities within the mining sector. This affects our mining operations, this affects the gold production, this affects the general peace and tranquil which we've always enjoyed as Zimbabweans in this country. These unruly elements should be nipped in the bud, and that's a fact. But then when you look at the way within which they operate, they only target areas which they know will have had good yields and where there's good production, especially in the gold sector. And these are the areas that they are targeting, and this will negatively impact our gold output to Fidelity. And we are saying, as Zimbabweans, let us all come together, put our heads together, and ensure that these people are dealt with henceforth and immediately. And this is a national issue. It calls for national measures to take place. And we have made a plea to the head of state with regards to these kind of elements, unruly elements within the society. And this is not the Zimbabwe that we know. The Zimbabwe that we know is made up of law-abiding citizens, people who live harmoniously together within the environs within which they operate. And as Zimbabwe Miners Federation, we are making a plea to all our genuine miners to come forward and get registered so that they will use identity cards which will enable all the respective people from the law-abiding forces to identify them as genuine miners. Those without accreditation cards are not genuine miners. Our miners are accredited, and we know them. Whoever is not a member of ZMF, whoever has been out there illegally poaching other people's places should be dealt with, and accordingly.